Hi guys, welcome to another market news and updates. Market has had some kind of ready bounce for us right now, quick and short. Not much upside or downside coming to the market. We can even consider the market abhi काफी sideways hai. So without anyways, let's aim into today's video, find out the details, what we can expect in the next 24 hours. Let's go. First thing first, like always, greed and fear index back to 22 levels. Not much action going on here. We were at 21 yesterday. Now we're back at 22. Just been in these regions for some time, 3 months में jump करें, so we can clearly see just been following this trade here that we did something similar here as well. So अगर थोड़ा सा pullback भी आए and we go to levels like 20, 19, 15, there shouldn't be much worrying about it because that is what we ideally want कि थोड़ी सी एक base बनना शुरू हो जाए. So we are confirmed that this is going to be the bottom because this war, this part, there's so much action. We really have to be concerned about that as well. Bubbles bajai, so bubbles are looking quite good today. That is a very, very good sign for us that the bubbles are quite bright today. Everything looks beautiful in the bubbles. So we would want bubbles to remain like this. And if we look into the details, Luna, as expected, as told yesterday, had a massive upside up about 13% right now. From $78 went all the way up to $91. It's looking pretty good. We want to get that resistance of $103 broken so we can make a new all-time high. That would be something amazing. Even if we jump into 1 hour, we can clearly see from about $89 went to $91 and is trading in these regions as well. Yesterday we discussed that cash, and again today we can see that cash is probably doing a very good upside in the day time frames, about 19% from $115 to about $139. It's a privacy token, not available everywhere, and also has a lot of concerns. I actually like to avoid privacy tokens because anything can happen with them. Then we even have Monrio. Monrio acting beautifully, went all the way from $158 to about $205. It's good to have them, but the problem right now it's war part. So if anything happens on these chains because of usage from Russia or Ukraine or however whichever country is using them right now, we can also have massive issues as retailers. So we don't want to get into any kind of spirals like that and keep ourselves in a safe side. So kind of avoid getting into them because anything can happen with them at any time. Right now, we jump into our beautiful AVAX. AVAX went all the way down to 71.50 cents. Right now, it's trading about 75.94. Very good upside. Even if you look into an hour chart, we can see it's already around at 75.66, building some kind of a base there. Looks very good. It's good to see that a lot of coins have been holding up and haven't dumped hard at all. So now we can jump into the news. If we jump into the news, we can clearly see there's a lot of action happening. Biden also had a speech late last night, and those have definitely affected the market for us. So we jump here and we see what is going on in investing. We can clearly see US national average for a gallon of gas price to 4.173, highest level on record. So right now the prices in US are actually pretty bad, and this meme is pretty cool. It says inflation is transitory in February, then inflation is good in October, then it's just the corporate greed in January, and now they're saying that Putin did it. So they keep blaming and they're never gonna take the responsibility. That's what they always do. Putin decides to ban exports and produce of raw materials outside the Russian Federation until December 31st. That means the whole year they're not gonna be trying to export their main natural resources, and they're gonna hold on to them. Breaking will be Dow drop 185 points after volatile day. US stocks erase earlier gains and end lower amid Russian crisis. So we can clearly see SP 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, everything is down about 1 to 2% and still getting pullback, still facing a lot of hits as well. A lot of companies are pulling out themselves from the Russian Federation, McDonald's, Starbucks. So there'll be a lot of part. We did have some kind of an uprise for a short while, but then we began to see a decline very quickly. The major news we have for us today is Ukraine says no longer insisting on NATO membership. So I guess we like to say that there's a software update right now, and now NATO is probably avoiding them, and we can clearly see in the news कि उनको इतनी ज़्यादा लिफ्ट भी नहीं कराई जा रही है, वो बेचारे पिट भी रहे हैं, but उनको कोई इतनी सपोर्ट भी नहीं दी जा रही है. वो बोल रहा है make it a no-fly zone, but these guys are still not really supporting them. All they're doing is sitting on Polish border and just giving them weird kind of guarantees which really don't matter at all. Gold prices soared about 4% to trade above 2,075 an ounce as Ukraine worries mount. So we can clearly see Mother Nature is winning. There's a lot of domination coming from gold and other sectors as well. So that is a very big concern right now. Then we also have news coming in that is telling us that US is definitely going to be regulating things, making things very complicated when it comes to crypto for everybody. So we just have to be very careful, monitor the markets, and be very certain that when these regulations come into place, you are in some good coins. So if in case we have very bad dump coming in the market, you are protected. And always DCA, take profit, is the best strategy going forward. Let's jump into Brise and see what we can expect from Brise happening. Like we discussed yesterday, Brise had a very good upside. If we look into 1 hour, we can clearly see Brise is right now still in that channel that we discussed yesterday. It's quite building nice support here. Still, we can consider it like as a bull flag. It's just been in the regions of this and this, so looks all right. Nothing to worry here. It's a very good chain, has a lot of potential going on as well. Then we jump into crypto markets on Gate.io. We can clearly see this is one project that I am very bullish on, Hydra Verse, because this project has a lot of potential and it's going to be one of the biggest metaverse games coming forward. And metaverse games are potentially going to be bigger players right now in the market than stablecoins, our layer ones, layer twos, because we can clearly see these are something new. So new things always get more attention than the things that have already performed. Everybody know a lot of coins have already had massive upsides, so their concern would be to get into coins that will give them that upside right now. क्योंकि एक coin जब ऊपर जा चुका है तो it's probably gonna come down, और एक coin अभी जब शुरू हो रहा है तो there's a very high chance कि ये तो अभी बस यहाँ से ऊपर ही जाएगा. So there's still a lot of upside left in that. So if you do want to join Gate.io, click in the link below. Join Gate.io today. If you want, you can use my referral link and you will get a lot of rewards as well. Let's jump right back into our chart. So if we get into today's detail, what we can expect from the markets coming, it's going to be a very critical and important day. Wednesdays are usually very important. We're just entering into the weekend. We're not far away from the weekend now. We always know when the weekend comes, we can expect market to get very sideways. So if we jump into Ethereum, we've been clearly discussing for several days that Ethereum has to come back and build support here. Good to see it is listening to us somehow or the other and did come back up and is right now being support in the zones that we wanted it to come and build supports at. Looks very good right now. Everything looks pretty clean when it comes to ETH. Did have a downfall. Good to have that too, because we want to have some kind of pullback before we have any kind of upside coming. It's kind of getting resistance as well right now from our support of 2632, but we are trading right now at 2620. So it's about just about $10-20. Some kind of volume will come here and can possibly push it up. The biggest problem right now we're lacking is there's not much volume in the market right now. There's a lot of FUD, and that FUD is also bringing us a lot of issues for any kind of upside to be coming. Good thing to see for us right now is DXY has gone sideways. We really wanted this bad boy to go sideways for the market to have any kind of good signs to be coming. We don't want to touch these 103 levels, which we have done in the past as well, because when we go to those levels, there's a very high chance that we're going to be building some kind of a dump when it comes to crypto and other financial markets. But it's good to see from Biden's speech after that, we can clearly see thoda sa sideways hona shuru ho gaya, which is a good sign. But obviously we would want this to come down and dump instead of our coins, but we can't control that because right now there's so much crisis and problems right now going in the world. We just have to monitor it cautiously. We jump into AR as well. AR outperform everybody right now, and I always say AR is one of the best tokens you can have. Reason, it's a very good cloud storage. Cloud storage is always gonna grow as the internet grows, and obviously we know Web3 is right now making some massive waves, and there's so much work going on all chains, projects, and a lot of other major factors as well. So yeah, I had a clear upside. I'm going to be DCing in as soon as it enters into my buy zone. Kind of facing some kind of resistance from our buy zone, which is at $35. We would like to DC here because we have clearly seen every time we come into these zones, we usually have a very good upside. So it will be a very good place to build some kind of support as well. If we do get rejected, likely we're going to come back and down test our $25, which is also going to be a very healthy sign because we have already done a double bottom here and retested it in 4-hour time frames. So things look pretty good here as well. If we jump into Atom, we can clearly see Atom में भी एक upside आने लगी है. We were expecting Atom to be sideways. It was sideways for several days. Now we can clearly see थोड़ा सा up. We are beginning to test this zone of that sideways resistance we had at $29. We do break up. Obviously, we can expect something like $31 to be coming very soon. Atom is also doing a lot of projects right now with a lot of other chains. So there's gonna be a very bullish sign as well. AVAX में जाएं तो AVAX में भी we can clearly see AVAX is again testing this zone, having a very good bullish upside right now. But my concern would be there's not much volume. Even if you zoom out, we can clearly see इतनी ज़्यादा volume market में इस वक्त नहीं है. We would want more volume to come into the market. We need more money to come into the market to expect any kind of big moves to be coming, especially when it comes to layer ones. If we jump into Luna, we discussed yesterday for Luna that we would ideally want to take some kind of trade that we had taken here. Clear upside here. We had a very beautiful breakout. So even if you got into a trade at $85, you would be already in a very beautiful profits. We can see there's good volume coming into Luna compared to other coins. If we even zoom out and we can see this is a very good zone. We've been having very good corrections as well. But if we look at the towers that were bringing in the volume, bringing in the money, the green ones, they look pretty good here right now. Just after this dump, we've just been building a lot of accumulation here. A lot of people are buying and aping into Luna. Luna looks very, very good. Obviously, our target for Luna for the past week or two now is almost $103. We would ideally want to break this resistance and then probably head forward and probably make a new all-time high. That is going to be a very, very bullish sign for us here. We would want Luna to do that. Now, if we jump into our tech stocks and commodities, we can clearly see commodities are breaking out right now. Gold is trading about at 2053. Silver is high as well, about 1%. Oil and gas has been pretty much on these areas as well, 1% to 2% gains right now. Market in tech stocks looks pretty much in pullback. Some coins are doing all right, some aren't. We can obviously expect Google to be up right now because Google was about to buy another company share at $28. So looks pretty okay for Google and some our other tech stocks as well. Now, if we ape into my resistance and band chart, we can clearly see we are facing a lot of resistance from this zone. So we would ideally want to get out of this zone. Even if you zoom out and look into it in 1 day time frame, we can clearly see we are facing this resistance. We would want to ideally break out from here and probably go and test our 45,000. Obviously, before 45,000, we have a massive resistance at 42. And if we break that, then only we can consider that there will be a good upside coming. Right now, if you look at the similarities in day time frame, are pretty likely in both the charts. So that is a very bullish sign for us as well. And we would want the market to continue this kind of movement right now going forward. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you like today's video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That's what keeps you motivated and make these videos for you guys. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.